Starter calls the horses. It's post time here for the 11th. Eleventh and final for Saturday afternoon in the hands of the starter. Field of 7 on gate, J&J for Harold LeBlanc Jr. R.E.'s Aiden, Rodney Gillis. Surrealist, Ryan Campbell. Brother John, Randy Ghetto. Makes Me Stupid, Redmond Doucette. Dragons Fire, Mark Pezzarello. I'm a Somebody, Kevin Bailey. 11th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go, off and pacing well. 5 wide, they're leaving out there into the turn. Brother John down the center, quickest of them all. J&J at the inside, away second. I'm a Somebody, looks at it from third. R.E.'s Aiden looking to wedge in there fourth. At the inside, fifth is Makes Me Stupid. Surrealist parked on the outside from sixth. And the early trailer underway goes Dragons Fire. So Randy Ghetto and Brother John, they'll lead it down at that opening quarter. On the pocket sitting J&J. Away third, I'm a Somebody. Backfield's rolling early. R.E.'s Aiden had to make a decision. And Rodney Gillis's was to come first up. 29-3 opened it up. Surrealist now has cover second over fourth. I'm a Somebody locked and blocked fifth. Dragons Fire to the outer flow sixth. Makes Me Stupid got shuffled back at the inside, trailing seventh. 4 in, 3 out, opening half mile. Brother John taking them there. The lead now down to a neck on R.E.'s Aiden. It's a pocket ride for J&J, third Surrealist. Second over at the half, fourth 101 for that opening half mile. So Brother John got a second quarter breather and now has the challenger down at 5/8 in the form of R.E.'s Aiden. Surrealist looks live, and wow, Campbell sending him quickly third now and looking to take over. Dragons Fire way out wide from fourth, and they are tightly bunched at 3/4. 4 high here now. Surrealist in the middle, sticks a neck out in front. Dragons Fire just a half length away second. Brother John there third. Makes Me Stupid was last, and now motivated fourth. 131-3 for 3/4. Surrealist strikes the front. Dragons Fire down the center. Makes Me Stupid on the far outside. 3 of them across the track here. Surrealist, Dragons Fire. Pezzarello might have got there in the final strides. Wow, 3 of the best here in Cape Breton. Right across at the wire. 201 flat. Winner's circle. 7-year-old Bay Gelding by Dragon again is for the Walton Hanover Dam Tarport Herald.
Test, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Northside Downs. Good card of racing on tap this afternoon. Governor's Racing Series, the Battle of the Cape Driver Challenge, the Rolling Family Memorial Pace, and the Remembrance Day Pace. If you want to check your program, we'll go over the changes for this afternoon's card of racing. Race 1, number 3, Anchorway. Equipment change. He's off with the bird pole. and he adds a line pull on the inside. Number 5, Pat's Pride, pencil in the driver, Mr. Ryan Campbell. Number 7, OK Gladiator, equipment change, off the closed bridle, and he adds a hood with caps. Over to race number 2, number 1, Rita's Example, equipment change, adds a choke plate this afternoon. Over to race number 3, number 5, Waterside Lucky, equipment change, closed to an open, and a hood with caps. Over in race number 4, number 7, Susu Heaven, equipment changes. There's 4 of them. Open to a can't see back bridle. He's minus the Z guy. He's minus the mini bit. And he adds a chin strap. That's adding a chin strap on the 7, Susu Heaven in the 4th. Over to race number 5, number 3, Charlotte Style. Scratch sick this afternoon. He scratched sick. Over to race number 6, number 4, Brother John, minus the side roll, and he adds a hood with caps. And race number 7, the Rulin Family Memorial Pace. Number 2, Logan's Wish, goes from a close to an open, and a hood with caps. That'll bring us over to race number 8. It's clear, the 8th is okay. Over to race number 9, number 6, Hot Rock Star this afternoon is scratch sick. And race number 10. Race number 10, it goes as programmed. Correct time of day showing on the board at 12:40. Post time on the first set to go at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is post time for the first 10-dash card on tap this afternoon. Karen Hocko from the judges stand, please. Karen Hocko from the judges stand, please. 10-dash card on tap this afternoon. Correct time of day showing on the board at 12:48. 1 o'clock is post time on the first at approximately 12:52. The entries leave the paddock area on towards post parade in the first. The judges will not hold the horses on the backside this afternoon to avoid being shut out. We urge you to please wager early. The entries will be going on post this afternoon. Post time set for the first at 1 o'clock. Now parading from the paddock turn, the entries here, the first in the double, Quinella, Super, and Triactive Wagering. Classification, now winners 335, last 5, the one of Cheyenne Nixon. Auto trainer driver, Tim Gillis. Post position 2 in Spud Island Lucas, owned by Greg Bailey, Kevin Bailey up. Anchor away from post 3, Owned and trained by Travis Campbell. It's Greg Sparling in the sulky. 4 Libby's Beans for owner trainer driver Adam Link. Post position 5 and Pat's Pride. Owner trained by Lauren Grant. Place Bay, that's Ryan Campbell in the sulky. 6 is Articulate Barb, owned and trained by Noam Fyander this afternoon. Between the wheels, it's Warren McKinnon. And in the backfield, number 7, OK Gladiator, owned and trained by Donald Kennedy. Of Frankville, Gerard Kennedy does the driving. Entries having a couple of scores. And reporting to the starter on the backside. Post time, here for the first, set to go. At 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock is our post time. Entries up, second and final score under 4 now. 4 minutes, post time. Involved the first. Starter has given the drivers the 1 minute warning. 1 minute post time. Here on the first. It's post time, here on the first. Mobile starting gate, on the move, collecting the starters here in the first. First half of the early daily double. Classification, now winners 335. Last five, they go for a purse of $700. Over race number 2, it's the first leg of the last day of the Battle of the Cape Driver Challenge. And over in race number 3, it's the Remembrance Day pace. Also this afternoon, the Rulin Family Pace. That's a memorial. And the Governor's Cup, consolation, and the final. Entries heading on the turn here in the first. Cheyenne Nixon, Tim Gillis, Spot On Lucas, Greg Bailey, Yank Away, and Greg Sparling, Libby Beans, and Adam Link. Pat's Pride and Ryan Campbell, Articulate Barb and Warren McKinnon in the backfield. It's OK Gladiator and Gerard Kennedy. Outfield is 7, 6 on gate. 1 is late. It's post time for the first at the Northside Downs, down off the gate and away at Away. And Pat's Pride head on into the turn now. Spot Island Lucas down in at the rail. All heading out here early, and Ryan Campbell has Pat's Pride up on the lead here second. It's Away at the third. Spot Island Lucas driving in 4. Cheyenne Nixon up in 5. Heading down the backside, that's OK Gladiator. Adam Blink has Libby Beans in 6 in the backfield. It's Articulate Barb. Stretched out, single file. Passing the opening quarter, a good one. 20 down at 2/5. Up front on the lead, that's Pat's Pride. And Ryan Campbell Away. Driving second in here, third Spot Island Lucas. The move up here on the outside. That is OK Gladiator. Heading down toward the half now, Pat's Pride, Away is second. OK Gladiator third, the outside. Spot Island Lucas is 4. Driving the cover perfectly. That's Libby Beans, 5 on the outside. Cheyenne Nixon is in 6 at the rail in the backfield. That's Articulate Barb. Half mile, 1 minute 4/5 down the backside now at Pat's Pride. By length and a half up front. Second Away, driving third. That is OK Gladiator, Spot Island Lucas. Cheyenne Nixon cannot get off the rail here for Tim Gillis. Heading towards the 7/8 turn now by the 3/4, 131 3/5. By 3 up front down the lead now, and that is Pat's Pride, and Ryan Campbell goes to work on the leader. OK Gladiator, second on the outside, in third at the rail. That is Ankaway. A stretch drive remaining. Pat's Pride, he's going to bring him on home. OK Gladiator, second here on the outside. Pat's Pride and OK Gladiator driving to the mile. Pat's Pride up to win it. Race 1 trip 205 3/5 unofficially. Pat's Pride here in the first. And officially from the lower turn, 3-year-old Baby Gelding by Westboro Hanover. And a grin from ear to ear. They're always cherry. Owned and trained by Lauren Grant. Place Bay. Ryan Campbell up, catch driving, wire to wire. 2-5 3/5. This is 3-year-old Pat's Pride. And the first official, Cheyenne Nixon 4, Spud Island Lucas 5. Inkaway was 3, Libby Dean 6. Pat's Pride, the winner. Articulate Barb 7, and OK Gladiator was second. By the quarter, 29 2, 1 minute 4/5. 3/4, 131. Race 1/8 trip, 205 3/5. Top of the card in review, 453, 617, and a 2 on the bottom, 830, 280, and 250 across the board for the winner. Quinella combination, 7 and 5, $10 and 20 cents. $10, 20 cents. Quinella combination of 7 and 5. Track to combination in the first of 5, 7, and 3, returning $68.40, 68.40. Up and coming, race number 2. It's the first leg of the final day of the Battle of the Cape Driver Challenge. Redmond Doucette is leading with 40 points. Tied for second, Gerard Kennedy and Mark Pezzarotto. They have 38 points. At 32 for Ryan Campbell, Rodney Gillis 28, and Andrew McLean, he has 24. So the first of 2 on the day, set to go to post here in race number 2. Track conditions this afternoon set up by the judges, 1 second variance. 1 second variance on the track conditions this afternoon. Post time for the second is 1:18. 1:18 is post on the second. Now parading from the lower turn are the entries here in the second. It's the first leg of the driver challenge this afternoon. Post position 1 in Rita's example, a 7-year-old owned and trained by Danny Morrison at Gardner Mines. 39-year-old Mark Pezzarotto is in the sulky, a native of the Waterford, the son of Derek and Valerie Pezzarotto. Spent 8 years up in Ontario with the horses, 2 in New Brunswick. He works at Breton Tire in Sydney. Post position 2 and 10-year-old Saftic Sealster. Owned and trained by D.F. Beaton Port Hood. Redmond Doucette is in the sulkies, a 37-year-old native of Inverness, the son of Redmond and Teresa Doucette. Married to Tanya Walker. Our condolences going out to Tanya on the death of her father earlier on this month. He has 2 children, Miranda and Valerie, and he works as an electrician at Belliant. Post position 3. Take the Chance. On trained by Owen Campbell. Inverness. Andrew McLean is in the sulky. A 40-year-old native of Inverness, son of Lloyd and Carol McLean, married to Bria Gillis. He's the father of 2, Kate and, of course, Ryder. And at the Cape Breton Highlands, Andrew is a teacher. Post position 4 in Private Paradise. Owned by Arden Mofford Sr., trained by Lennon McIsaac. Gerard Kennedy this afternoon does the driving. His better half is Terry Lynn Morrison, the daughter of Danny Morrison and Lady Lynn Morrison. He's at Celtic Financial and Gerard Kennedy Investments. Post position 5, Victorian Speed, by Paul Barkos and Ashley Crane, trained by Edgar Jacobs. Rodney Gillis does the driving. 52-year-old native of Port Hood, son of the late Donald Bernard and Marie. And married to Ellen Murphy, that's Johnny Murphy's sister, and he's a father of 4, and he's a fisherman. Post position 6 in Fleetwood Cam, an 11-year-old, owned by Ashley Crane, trained by Edgar Jacobs. Ryan Campbell does the driving. And Ryan in this driver challenge has been stuck out in post position 5 and post position 6 for most of the challenge. But he's right there. He has 32 points. And Ryan, a native of Nuwara, Florida, 33-year-old, son of Bobby and Kathy Campbell. He's married to April Costello, and he works as an instrumentation technician with the city of Sydney. They are the entries for the first leg of the driver challenge here at the Northside Downs, the final. That'll go over in race number 8 on this afternoon's card of racing. State pace. Also this afternoon, the Rulin Family Pace. That's a memorial. And the Governor's Cup, Consolation, and the final. Entries heading on the turn here in the first. Cheyenne Nixon, Tim Gillis, Spot On Lucas, Greg Bailey, Yank Away, and Greg Sparling, Libby Beans, and Adam Link. Pat's Pride and Ryan Campbell, Articulate Barb and Warren McKinnon in the backfield. It's OK Gladiator and Gerard Kennedy. Outfield is 7, 6 on gate. 1 is late. It's post time for the first at the Northside Downs, down off the gate and away at Ink Away. And Pat's Pride head on into the turn now. Spot Island Lucas down in at the rail. All heading out here early, and Ryan Campbell has Pat's Pride up on the lead here second. It's Ankaway at third. Spot Island Lucas driving in 4. Cheyenne Nixon up in 5. Heading down the backside, that's OK Gladiator. Adam Blink has Libby Beans in 6 in the backfield. It's Articulate Barb. Stretched out, single file, passing the opening quarter. Good one, 20 down at 2/5. Up front on the lead, that's Pat's Pride. And Ryan Campbell Ankaway driving second in here, third. Spot Island Lucas. The move up here on the outside. That is OK Gladiator. Heading down toward the half now, Pat's Pride, Ankaway is second. OK Gladiator third, the outside. Spot Island Lucas is 4. Driving the cover perfectly. That's Libby Beans, 5 on the outside. Cheyenne Nixon is in 6 at the rail in the backfield. That's Articulate Barb. Half mile, 1 minute 4/5 down the backside now at Pat's Pride. By length and a half up front. The second Ankaway driving third. That is OK Gladiator, Spot Eye Lucas. Cheyenne Nixon cannot get off the rail here for Tim Gillis. Heading towards the 7/8 turn now by the 3/4, 131 3/5. By 3 up front on the lead now, and that is Pat's Pride, and Ryan Campbell goes to work on the leader. OK Gladiator, second on the outside, in third at the rail. That is Ankaway. A stretch drive remaining. Pat's Pride, he's going to bring him on home. OK Gladiator, second here on the outside. Pat's Pride and OK Gladiator driving to the mile. Pat's Pride up to win it. Raceway trip 205 3/5 unofficially. Pat's Pride. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Collecting the starters here in the Sackett. Race number 2, second end of the early daily double, classification number 610. Last 5 for purse 825, field of 6, the first leg of the last day of the driver challenge. Read his example scoring on the rail. Mark Pezrello from Team Northside down. Saftic Sealster, Redmond Doucette, Team Inverness. Take the Chance, Andrew McLean, Team Inverness. Private Paradise, Gerard Kennedy, Team Northside Downs. Victorian Speed, Rodney Gillis, Team Inverness. And Fleetwood Cam, Ryan Campbell, Team Northside Downs. A field of 6 here in the driver challenge. The first leg on the final day of 2 on the card. A field of 6. The starter, Jim Crawford, has them all up and on the gate. Heading through the lanes now. First start here in the second. Yeah. And all for the gate and away, and read his example. Heads out looking for the lead. Take the chance. He's second on the outside, driving into third, Saftic Sealster. Up here in full Private Paradise, up in 5 Victorian Speed in the backfield. That's Fleetwood Cam. Everybody got a seat heading down the backside now. And Mark Pezrello has Rita's example up front on the lead. Take the chance driving to Saftic Sealster. Back 3 in third out of 4. That is Western Private Paradise, rather, up in 5. Victorian Speed in the backfield. That's Fleetwood Cam. 29 seconds. Past the opening quarter, off the top turn, heading toward the half mile now. Mark Pezrello has Danny Morson's Rita's example up front on the lead. Driving in here second. Erland Campbell's Take the Chance. Up here third to the outside, the first to drive to the outside. That's the effort beaten Saftic Sealster. Going to be followed by Private Paradise. And then Victorian Speed and Fleetwood Cam towards 5/8 turn, half mile. 1 minute. 2/5 down the backside now. And Rita's example from the lead, Saftic Sealster. Here second on the outside, driving in here third, Take the Chance out of 4. Up to the outside, that's Fleetwood Camp. 5 in at the rail, it's Private Paradise. On the backfield now, Victorian Speed. We're on past the 3/4 now, and Saftic Sealster has a head out front, 131 4/5, second in at the rail. Rita's example driving third here on the outside. That's Edgar Jacobs. Fleetwood Cam, he's tipping out deep. They're all there. Throw a blanket over them. They're top of the lane now. Bring them on home. And Saftic Sealster, Redmond Doucette, here's Ryan Campbell on the outside with Fleetwood Cam and Victorian Speed. Saftic Sealster up to win it. And officially from the lower turn, 10-year-old unpacing gelding by Rustler Hanover. At the Abercrombie mare, Stylish Smile. Owned and trained by the effort beaten Port Hook Redmond Doucette. In the sulky, race 20 trip 205. This is 10-year-old Saftic Sealster. Second official, Riddle's example was 5, Saftic Sealster the winner. Take the chance 6, Private Paradise 4, Victorian Speed 3, Fleetwood Cam was second. By the quarter 29, half minute, 1 minute, 2 fifths, 3 quarters, 131 and 4, race 20 trip 205, top of the card in review, 51643, and 2 on the bottom. There were no 2-6 combinations paid off, and 2 all in the exacta, returning $8.10. $8.10. Daily double returns $65. And 90 cents. Triac combination 2, 6, and 5. $943.50. Ka-ching. Number 610. Last 5 for purse 825. Feel a 6th. First leg of the last day of the driver challenge. Read his example scoring on the rail. Mark Pesrello from Team Northside down. Saftic Sealster, Redmond Doucette, Team Inverness. Take the chance, Andrew McLean, Team Inverness. Private Paradise, Gerard Kennedy, Team Northside Downs. Victorian Speed, Rodney Gillis, Team Inverness, and Fleetwood Cam, Ryan Campbell, Team Northside Downs. A field of 6 here in the driver challenge. The first leg on the final day of 2 on the card. A field of 6. The starter, Jim Left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. A moment's silence, please. We thank you very much. From the lower turn parading are the entries here in the third. Remember and stay pace. Classification, now winners 9-1 last 5. They go for first, $925 on the rail, Canary and Fame. A 9-year-old Apache's Fame, owned by Donald McClellan. Chatham, Ontario, Damien McClellan. Shares ownership. And Andrew McLean in the sulky. 2REZ, owned by the effort beaten. He shares ownership with Adam Pond and Fort McMurray. It's Rodney Gillisap. 3 I'm bad. I'm nationwide. Bob McCormick in the sulky. 4FX Education, owned and trained by Heather Hawkins. Gerard Kennedy up. 5 Waterside Lucky. Waterside Lucky, owned by Joe Burney and Rob McNeil, trained by Rob McNeil. Kerry Romeo Jr. Now's the driving. Post position 6 in Winsome Katie, a 7-year-old mare. Owned, trained, and driven by Mr. Barry Bates. Field of 6 here in the third, going to post in 4 minutes time. 4 minutes post time. Here for the third, it's the Remember and Stay Pace. Number 610, last 5 for purse 825, field of 6, the first leg of the last day of the driver challenge. Read his example scoring on the rail. Mark Pezrello from Team Northside down. Saftic Sealster, Redmond Doucette, Team Inverness. Take the Chance, Andrew McLean, Team Inverness. Private Paradise, Gerard Kennedy, Team Northside Downs. Victorian Speed, Rodney Gillis, Team Inverness. And Fleetwood Cam, Ryan Campbell, Team Northside Downs. A field of 6 here in the driver challenge. The first leg on the final day of 2 on the card. A field of 6. The starter, Jim Crawford, has them all up and on the gate. Heading through the lanes now. First start here in the second. Yep. And all for the gate and away, and read his example. Heads out looking for the lead. Take the chance. He's second on the inside, driving into third, Saftic Sealster. Up here in full Private Paradise, up in 5 Victorian Speed in the backfield. That's Fleetwood Cam. Everybody got a seat heading down the backside now. And Mark Pezrello has Rita's example up front on the lead. Took the chance driving to Saftic Sealster. Back 3 in third out of 4. That is Western Private Paradise Rider up in 5. Victorian Speed in the backfield. That's Fleetwood Cam. 29 seconds. Past the opening quarter, out the top turn, heading toward the half mile now. Mark Pezrello has Dave Morrison's Rita's example up front on the lead. Driving in here second. Erland Campbell's Take the Chance. Up here third to the outside, the first to drive to the outside. That's the effort beaten Saftic Sealster. Going to be followed by Private Paradise. And then Victorian Speed and Fleetwood Cam towards 5/8 turn, half mile. 1 minute. 2/5 down the backside now. And Rita's example from the lead, Saftic Sealster. Here second on the outside, driving in here third, Take the Chance out of 4. Up to the outside, that's Fleetwood Camp. 5 in that trail, it's Private Paradise in the backfield now, Victorian Speed. We're on past the 3/4 now, and Saftic Sealster has a head of thought, 131 and 4/5, second in at the rail. Rita's example driving third here on the outside. That's Edgar Jacobs. Fleetwood Cam, he's tipping out deep. They're all there, throw a blanket over them. They're top of the lane now. Bring them on home, and Saftic Sealster. Redmond Doucette, here's Ryan Campbell on the outside with Fleetwood Cam and Victorian Speed. Saftic Sealster up to what at The one Canavan Fame returns to the paddock for equipment repair. As soon as he returns, the entries will go to the gate. Canavan Fame has returned from the paddock area. And the mobile starting gate is on the move now, collecting the starters here on the third. Entries moving down the backside. Here in the third, remember in state base classification, down at 1 last 5. For purse 925, favorite showing on the board. That's the 5 horse, Waterside Lucky. He's at $4.90. The long shots 3 and 6, 3 and 6. Canavan Fame on the rail. Andrew McLean. Aries Eden. Rodney Gillis. I'm bad. I'm nationwide. Bob McCormick, Fix Education, Gerard Kennedy, Waterside Lucky, Kerry Romeo Jr., Winsome Katie and Barry Bates. Field of 6, they're all on gate. It's post time for the third at the Northside Downs, down off the gate and away. And Aries Eden heads out for the lead, second here on the outside. That's I'm bad, I'm nationwide. Driving in here, third, Fix Education out of 4. Winsome Katie up in 5, Canavan Fame in the backfield. That is Waterside Lucky down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And 6-year-old Aries Eden and Rodney Gillis out front from the lead. I'm bad, I'm nationwide. In for a long afternoon here on the outside, second, driving in here, third, Fix Education. Winsome Katie is 4 up in 5, Canavan Fame. Waterside Lucky gets to the outside. Boom, a good opening quarter. 28 and 3/5, they head on toward the half mile now. Up front on the lead. That is Aries Eden in second at the rail. Fix Education, third the outside. I'm bad, I'm nationwide. Canavan Fame is in 4 at the rail, up 5 on the outside. That is Winsome Katie in front of Waterside Lucky. Half mile, 59 and 1/5. We'll point it down the backside to the 3/4. Aries Eden by 1 up front on the lead. Fix Education is second. Canavan Fame is third. Waterside Lucky is 4 on the outside. Rather, that is Winsome Katie 4 on the outside. I'm bad, I'm nationwide, then Waterside Lucky heading over towards the 7/8 stern now. 129 and 3/5 past 3 quarters. Aiden from the lead, driving here second. Fix Education, he's going to try to take a run through the lanes, but Ari's Aiden brings him on home. And Rodney Gillis, an easy winner here in the third for the Remembrance Day Pace. Fix Education is second. Canary Fame is up for third. Good race, winning trip. 2 minutes, 4/5 unofficially Ari's Eden here in the third. And officially, from the lower turn, 6-year-old Racing Yelling by Force of Life. And a fantastic winner, Coda Clay. Adam Pond in Fort McMurray shares ownership with Mr. Lucky. DF or Beaton. He's the owner trainer of 6-year-old Elise Eden, and that's Rodney Gillis in the sulky, capturing top honors. And at trackside cooler presentation to the winner of Elise Eden, Rodney Gillis. The cooler presented and donated by the Northside Downs. And the third official, Canary Fame 3, Elise Eden, the winner. Bout of Nationwide was 5, Fix Education second, Waterside Lucky 6, Winsome Katie was 4. 28 and 3, 59 and 1, 3/4, 129 and 3. Good race, winning trip, 2 minutes, 4/5, top of the card. In review, 3:15.26 And 4 on the bottom. 2 minutes, 4/5. 6-year-old Harvey's Eden and Rodney Gillison across the board, 380, 330, 240. Place entry. Number 4, Fex Education, $7, 370. Show entry, Canadian Fame, $2.60. $1 combination of 2 and 4, 14.20. Tracked combination, 2, 4, and 1, $34.80. Super combination, 2, 4, 1, and 6, $225.10. Up and coming, it's race number 4. Equipment changes. 4 equipment changes on the 7. Entries moving down the backside. Here in the 3rd, Remembrance State Pace classification, down at 1 last 5. For purse, 925. Favorite showing on the board. That's the 5 horse, Waterside Lucky. He's at $4.90. The long shots, 3 and 6, 3 and 6. Canadian Fame on the rail. Andrew McLean. Harry's Eden. Rodney Gillis. I'm bad. I'm nationwide. Bob McCormick, Fix Education, Gerard Kennedy, Waterside Lucky, Kerry Romeo Jr., Winsome Katie and Barry Bates. Field of 6, they're all on gate. It's post time for the 3rd at the Northside Downs, down off the gate and away. And Harry's Eden heads out for the lead. 2nd here on the outside. That's I'm bad. I'm nationwide. Driving in here, 3rd, Fix Education out of 4. Winsome Katie up in 5. Canadian Fame in the backfield. That is Waterside Lucky down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And 6-year-old Harry's Eden and Rodney Gillis out front from the lead. I'm bad. I'm nationwide. In for a long afternoon here on the outside. 2nd, driving in here, 3rd, Fix Education. Winsome Katie is 4 up in 5. Canadian Fame. Waterside Lucky gets to the outside. Boom, a good opening quarter. 28 and 3/5. They head on toward the half mile now. Up front on the lead. That is Harry's Eden in 2nd at the rail. Fix Education, 3rd the outside. I'm bad, I'm nationwide. Canadian Fame is in 4 at the rail, up 5 on the outside. That is Winsome Katie in front of Waterside Lucky. Half mile, 59 and 1/5. We point it down the backside to the 3/4. Harry's Eden by 1 up front on the lead. Fex Education is 2nd. Canadian Fame is 3rd. Waterside Lucky is 4 on the outside. Rather, that is Winsome Katie 4 on the outside. I'm bad, I'm nationwide. Then Waterside Lucky heading over towards the 7/8 stern now. 129 and 3/5 past 3/4. R.E.'s Aiden from the lead, driving here 2nd. Fex Education, he's going to try to take a run through the lanes, but Harry's Aiden brings them on home. And Rodney Gillis, an easy winner here in the 3rd for the Remembrance State Pace. Fex Education is 2nd. Canadian. Rating entries here in the 4th, One American Blue Chip, Redmond Doucette. For Joe Nearing, 2 Life in the Country, Travis McLean this afternoon. For Kevin McDonald, Port Hood. Misfit, as the other trainer driver, Mr. Richie Barlock. For Rocky Western, Ryan Campbell in the sulky, owned by Joe Nearing, trained by Robert Blanchard. Post position 5 and Florida Bound. This afternoon, Bobby Campbell in the sulky for Doug McDonald. 6 is Eastern Eden, Mark Pezzaretto for Brian O'Donnell. In the backfield, it's Sue Heaven. Other trainer driver, Mr. Ambrose Gillis. Entries having 2 scores and reporting to the starting gate down the starter on the backside. 156 is post down to 5 at the windows. It's your last chance at the windows. Last chance to purchase pari-mutuel tickets here on the 4th. Jake Jacobs to the test barn, please. Jake Jacobs to the test barn, please. Mobile starting gate is on the move. Collecting the starters here on the 4th. Entries heading towards the top of the stretch here in the 4th classification. That runners 451 last 5. They go for per 775. Field of 7. Four-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette. Life of the Country, Travis McLean, Miss Vet, Rich Barnock, Rocky Western, Ryan Campbell, Florida Bound. Bobby Campbell, Eastern Eden, Mark Pezzerato in the backfield at Susu Heaven, and Ambrose Gillis. Outfield is 7. 6 on gate. 1 is late. It's post time up the Northside Downs for the 4th down off of the gate and away and miss hit. Heads out there looking for the lead driving here 2nd. On the outside, Life in the Country. Up here 3rd the outside, that is Florida Bound in 4 at the rail. That is four-legged pacing American Blue Chip. Susu Heaven tightly up here in 4. 5 outside looking for the 5 hole. That is Florida Bound. Rocky Western is 6 and on the move and in the backfield. It's Eastern Eden. We pass the opening quarter now. And four-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette up on the outside to challenge the leader, Miss Pitt. Opening quarter of 31 3/5. Driving 3rd, Life in the Country. 4 on the outside is Rocky Western in 5 at the rail. That is Susu Heaven. 6 on the outside, Eastern Eden. In the backfield, it's Florida Bound. We've passed the opening quarter now. Big three-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette up front, 2nd on the outside. That is Rocky Western and Ryan Campbell driving in 3rd, Miss Fit. Life in the Country is 4, Eastern Eden 5. Susu Heaven needs some racing room. Then Florida Bound the backfield, 102 and 4/5 down the backside now. Joe Nearing. American Blue Chip is racing from the lead. Look out at the fence there. Life in the country. And Travis McLean is challenging 134 and 1/5 past 3/4. American Blue Chip, Misfit is second, third the outside, Life in the Country. Off the top turn, driving through lanes now, and free-legged pacing. American Blue Chip is an easy winner for Redmond Doucette. Second, Life in the Country, and driving third, Misfit. 2:05 unofficially, American Blue Chip here in the fourth. Unofficially, 1, 2, 3, 4 here in the fourth. Unofficially, 1, 2, 3, 4. Officially from Little Root, turn 9-year-old, they pacing yelling by Better's Delight. From the Arts Place Mare, Art in the Park, by Joe Nearing, Howie Center, trained by Robert Blanchard. Redmond Doucette, his second winner on the program in the winner's enclosure, 2:05. Here with 9-year-old, free-legged pacing, American Blue Chip. Carryover in the Super, carryover in the Super. Fourth official now, American Blue Chip, the winner, Life of the Country, second. Misfit was third. Rocky Western, 4, Florida Balance, 7, Eastern Eden, 6. Susu Allen was 5. 31 and 3, 102 and 4, 134 and 1, race winning trip 205, top of the card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 6, then 5 on the bottom, 205. 9-year-old free-legged pacing American Blue Chip and Redmond Doucette, second winner on the program and across the board. $8, $287, 60 place entry, Life in the Country, $280, $250. No shows on the 3, Misfit. Exacta combination 1 and 2, $18.60. Triacta combination 1, 2, and 3, $541.20. A carryover in a super. Up and coming. It's race number. Entries heading towards the top of the stretch here in the fourth classification. That runner's 451 last 5. They go for per 775. Field of 7. Four-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette. Life of the Country, Travis McLean, Miss Vet, Rich Barnock, Rocky Western, Ryan Campbell, Florida Bound. Bobby Campbell, Eastern Eden, Mark Pezzerato in the backfield at Susu Heaven, and Ambrose Gillis. Outfield is 7, 6 on gate, 1 is late. It's post time up the Northside Downs for the 4th down off of the gate and away, and miss hit. Heads out there looking for the lead, driving here second. On the outside, Life in the Country. Up here third the outside, that is Florida Bound in 4 at the rail. That is four-legged pacing American Blue Chip. Susu Heaven tightly up here in 4. 5 outside looking for the 5 hole. That is Florida Bound. Rocky Western is 6 and on the move and in the backfield. It's Eastern Eden. We pass the opening quarter now. And four-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette up on the outside to challenge the leader, Miss Fit. Opening quarter of 31 and 3/5. Driving third, Life in the Country. 4 on the outside is Rocky Western in 5 at the wheel. That is Susu Heaven. 6 on the outside, Eastern Eden. In the backfield, it's Florida Bound. We've passed the opening quarter now. Big three-legged pacing American Blue Chip and a Redmond Doucette up front, second on the outside. That is Rocky Western and Ryan Campbell driving in third, Miss Fit. Life in the Country is 4, Eastern Eden 5. Susu Heaven needs some racing room. Then Florida Bound, the backfield, 102 and 4/5 down the backside now. Joe Nearing. American Blue Chip is racing from the lead. Look out at the fence there. Life in the Country. And Travis McLean is challenging 134 and 1/5 past 3/4. American Blue Chip, Miss Fit is second, third the outside, Life in the Country. Off the top turn, driving through lanes now, and four-legged pacing. American Blue Chip is an easy winner for Redmond Doucette. Second, Life in the Country, and driving third, Miss Fit. 205, he was in the sulky. Race number 2, Pure Friendship was a winner. He was owned by Ronnie Seymour. He stole him up country. Scotty Coulter drove him. 159 at 3/5. Putting entries here in the 5th. 1 is the Good Wife. Gerard Kennedy up for Kevin Bailey. 1 Biarini, Greg Sparling for Danny Campbell. 3 is out. The 4 is Broadway Bill, Mark Pezzerato. Owned by James Hogan. Trained by Charlie O'Coin. I'm a Somebody, post position 5. And Kevin Bailey rounding out the field number 6, Cowboy Jill. J.W. Beaton for Greg and Tommy Lynch. Field of 6 here in the 5th, going to post at 2:15. Also in London, the 3-year-old filly trotter Dora broke her maiden in 2:06. Colin Kelly in the sulky. In the 4th, it was Helmac Diamond, a 3-year-old owned by Terry Gallant, driven by Paul McKenzie. Donnie Rankin was 3rd in that race with On the Take. And in the fifth, 3-year-old Dusty Lane West, he was second by a head for Robert Shepard. Old Thinkenham, Donnie Rankin, he finished 4 in that one. It's your last chance at the windows. Last chance to purchase pari-mutuel tickets here in the fifth. Up and coming, it's race number 6. It's the Governor's Cup Series Consolation, sponsored by Red Shores. Governor's Cup Consolation, they go for purse $2,500. That's in race number 6. Wildcat Jet, Accelerator, Surrealist, Brother John, Elm Grove, Lady Luck, Eastview Dexter, J&J, and Putnam's Power. It's post time. Here in the fifth. Mobile starting gate on the move. Problem in the backfield. Problem in the backfield. And the mobile starting gate down the move. Here in the fifth, collecting the starters. Entries coming to the top of the stretch here in the fifth. Classification numbers 830, last 5 for purse 875. Short field of 5 to Goodwife. And Gerard Kennedy would bear the day. Greg Sparling, Broadway Bill, Mark Pazzetto. I'm a Somebody, Kevin Bailey, Cowboy Joe, and J.W. Beaton. Field of 5 here in the fifth. Down off of the gate away in the Goodwife. Heading zone for the lead down the outside. That is Broadway Bill. In third at the rail, well, Woodbury Reedy up in 4. I'm a Somebody in the backfield. It's Cowboy Jill down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And Gerard Kennedy. And a Goodwife up front on the lead. Second around the outside. Broadway Bill's going to keep him going, driving third. Woodbury Reedy up in 4. I'm a Somebody. Then a gap of 5 to Cowboy Jill. 28 seconds even past the opening quarter. The Goodwife up front on the lead. Second on the outside, Broadway Bill. Woodbury gets a good drive into here. Third at the rail. I'm a Somebody is 4. Then Cowboy Jill. All toward the half mile now, and up front on the lead. The Goodwife. Second on the outside, Broadway Bill in third at the rail. And that is Woodbury Reedy. Driving up on the cover in forward, that is I'm a Somebody in the backfield. It's Cowboy Jill, the half mile. 58 3/5. We're going down the backside now. Up by length on the lead. Gerard Kennedy has the Goodwife. Up there on the lead, second Broadway Bill. Woodbury Reedy is third. I'm a Somebody tips out 3 deep now. Passing the 3/4, the Goodwife, I'm a Somebody, is opening the fence there for Kevin Bailey in the middle. Broadway Bill is hanging in there. Woodbury is 4. Cowboy Jill has caught the field, and he should finish well. They're off the top turn and through the lane now. The Goodwife, I'm a Somebody, Broadway Bill, Cowboy Jill, Woodbury Reedy nowhere to go. Here's Kevin Bailey, and I'm a Somebody. Second, Cowboy Jill, Broadway Bill hung on for third. Unofficially showing on the board at 5-6-4 and 2, 5-6-4 and 2. Unofficially showing on the board. And officially from the lower turn, 7-year-old Big Racing Mare by Western Paradise, had the Camlock mare, Cam's Newsmaker. 7-year-old owned, trained, and driven by Kevin Bailey in Sydney. Race winning trip 205 and 2/5, 7-year-old mare. I'm a Somebody. Up and coming, race number 6, Governor's Cup Series Consolation. They go for a purse of $2,500, sponsored by Red Shores in Prince Edward Island. Fifth official, the Good Wife 5, would Woodbury Day 4. 3 was out. Broadway Bill, he was third. I'm Somebody, the winner. Cowboy Jill was second. 28, 58 and 3, 129 and 4. Race winning cup 205 and 2/5. Top of the card, it should read 5-4 scratch, 3-1-2 in the bottom. 205 and 2/5. 7-year-old there, I'm Somebody. And Kevin Bailey across the entries coming to the top of the stretch here in the 5th. Classification numbers 830, last 5 for purse 875. Short field of 5, the Good Wife. And Gerard Kennedy would bear the day. Greg Sparling, Broadway Bill, Mark Pazzetto. I'm a Somebody, Kevin Bailey, Cowboy Joe, and J.W. Beaton. Field of 5 here in the 5th. Down off of the gate the way, and the Good Wife. Heading zone 4 the lead down the outside. That is Broadway Bill. In third at the rail, well, would be ready up in 4. I'm a somebody in the backfield as Cowboy Jill down the backside toward the opening quarter now, and Gerard Kennedy. And a good wife up front on the lead. Second around the outside, Broadway Bill's going to keep him going, driving third, Woodmere Lady up in 4. I'm a somebody, then a gap of 5 to Cowboy Jill. 28 seconds even past the opening quarter. The good wife up front on the lead, second on the outside, Broadway Bill. Woodmere Lady gets a good drive into here, third at the rail. I'm a somebody is 4, then Cowboy Jill. All toward the half mile now, and up front on the lead. The good wife, second on the outside, Broadway Bill in third at the rail. And that is Woodmere Lady. Driving up on the cover and forward, that is I'm a somebody in the backfield. It's Cowboy Jill, the half mile. 58 3/5. We're going down the backside now. Up by a length on the lead. Gerard Kennedy has the good wide. In race number 10. Now operating from the lower turn entries here in the 6th. First on post accelerator. Greg Sparling does the driving for Robert Blanchard. Through Surrealist. Ryan Campbell in the sulky this afternoon for owner trainer Janet Ghetto. Post position 4. And Brother John. By Randy Ghetto, Bradley Ghetto, Susan McSween and Wayne Hardy. Trained by Kenny Collins, Randy Ghetto drives. 5, Elm Grove, Lady Duck. Gerard Kennedy, Ferwin Cleaner. 6, Eastview Dexter. Mark Pezrello for Bill O'Donnell. In the backfield, a couple of Willie Seymours. J&J Redmond Doucette drives for Willie Seymour. And the 8 Putnam's Power, Brett LeBlanc, does the diving for Willie Seymour of Gleesback. Governor's Cup Series consolation. Here in the 6th, they go for purse $2,500. Set to go to post in 6. 6 minutes post time. Here on the 6th. Entries coming to the top of the stretch here in the 5th. Classification numbers 830, last 5 for purse 875. Short field of 5, the good wife. And Gerard Kennedy would bear the day. Greg Sparling, Broadway Bill, Mark Pezrello. I'm a somebody, Kevin Daly, Cowboy Joe, and J.W. Beaton. Field of 5 here in the 5th. Down off of the gate away, and the good wife. Heads out for the lead down the outside. That is a Broadway Bill. In third at the rail, well, would be ready up in 4. I'm a somebody in the backfield as Cowboy Jill down the backside toward the opening quarter now, and Gerard Kennedy. And a good wife up front on the lead. Second around the outside, Broadway Bill's going to keep him going, driving third, Woodmere Lady up in 4. I'm a somebody, then a gap of 5 to Cowboy Jill. 28 seconds even past the opening quarter. The good wife up front on the lead, second on the outside, Broadway Bill. Woodmere Lady gets a good drive into here, third at the rail. I'm a somebody is 4, then Cowboy Jill. All toward the half mile now, and up front on the lead. The good wife, second on the outside, Broadway Bill in third at the rail. And that is Woodmere Lady. Driving up on the cover and forward, that is I'm a somebody in the backfield. It's Cowboy Jill, the half mile. 58 3/5. We're going down the backside now. Up by a length on the lead. Gerard Kennedy has the good wife. Up there on the lead, second Broadway Bill. Whitmere Reedy is third. I'm a Somebody tips out. 3 deep now. Passing the 3/4, the good wife. I'm a Somebody is opening the fence there for Kevin Bailey in the middle. Broadway Bill is hanging in there. Whitmere is for Cowboy Gile, has caught the field, and he should finish well. They're off the top turn and through the lane now. The good wife, I'm a Somebody, Broadway Bill, Cowboy Gile, Whitmere Reedy nowhere to go. Here's Kevin Bailey, and I'm a Somebody. Second, Cowboy Joe, Broadway Bill hung on for third. It's your last chance at the windows. Last chance to purchase spiritual tickets here on the 6th. Entries called up to the gate here on the 6th. Mobile starting gate down the move. Collecting the starters. Here in the Governor's Cup Series Consolation. Entries moving down the backside. The favorite showing on the board at $4.50. It's a relist. And Brian Campbell, Governor's Cup Series Consolation for purse $2,500. Full field of 8. Wildcat Jet, Kevin Bailey Accelerator, and Greg Sparlang. Surrealist to Brian Campbell, Brother John. Out of Randy Ghetto, Grove Lady Luck, Gerard Kennedy, Eastview Dexter, Mark Pezzarello. In the backfield, it's J&J, Redmond Doucette, and Putnam's Power, and Brett LeBlanc. In the sulky, field of 8 in the Governor's Cup, Consolation, coming through the lane now. Now for the gate and away, and Brother John. Hetzod looking for a lead in second at the rail. That is Wildcat Jet, third in the outside, Surrealist. Up here in 4. And that is Putnam's Power, 5, and looking for a hole there on the outside. That's Accelerator. And at the rail in 6. That is J&J. In 7. That's Elm Grove Lady Luck in the backfield. Issue Dexter. Up front on the lead. That's Brother John and Randy Ghetto, opening quarter, 28-4. Lots of activity here on the outside. Heading on toward the half mile now. And Surrealist is on the move. Brother John is up front. Surrealist. It is here second on the outside, driving third. Wildcat Jet for the outside, driving to cover now. That's Accelerator. Up in four, Putnam's Power. Elm Grove, Lady Luck. J&J and in the backfield, Isu Dexter. Half mile, 59 and 1/5. Brother John. By 2 lengths up front, Surrealist and Ryan Campbell is second. At third, Wildcat Jet for the outside, Accelerator. In a 5, that's Putnam's Power, Elm Grove, Lady Luck, J&J and Eastview Dexter. We're heading on past. Now the 3/4 and the Ghetto Boys horses, the 1 and 2. Brother John and Randy, he's up front, 129 and 2/5. Here's Surrealist and Ryan Campbell showing his class on the outside. Surrealist in at the rail, it's Brother John. Off the top turn, driving through lanes now. Surrealist gonna bring him on home. Brother John is under drive in at the rail, and Surrealist is up to win it. Brother John is second up for third. That's Putnam's Power. 201 and 1/5, but officially here in the 6th. The Ghetto Boys and company putting on quite a show here this afternoon in the Governor's Cup Series Consolation. And parading now unofficially from the lower turn, 12-year-old Baby Galley by Modern Art. And to run the table mare, Keeping Secrets. He's owned and trained by Dana Ghetto. Congratulations, Dana. Of New Waterford. That's his 79th win for Surrealist. Ryan Campbell, he did every part of the racetrack to win here this afternoon. His second winner on the program. And a trackside cooler presentation to the winner, Surrealist. And Ryan Campbell. 201 and 1/5, capturing top honors in the Governor's Cup Series Consolation. Congratulations. And the sixth official now, Wildcat Chat was 8, Accelerator 4, Surrealist the winner. Brother John was second, Elm Grove Lady Luck 5, Eastview Dexter 7, J&J 6, and Putnam's Power 3. By the quarter, 28 and 4, 59 and 1, 129 and 2, 201 and 1/5. Top of the card, 841, 257, 6 and 3 on the bottom. 201 and 1/5. 12-year-old Surrealist and Ryan Campbell, second winner on the program, capturing top honors in the Governor's Cup Series Consolation, sponsored by Red Shores of Prince Edward Island. Across the board for the winner, Surrealist, 520, 240, 230, place entry number 4, Brother John, 280, 250, show entry number 8, Putnam's Power, $4.20. Exact combination returning $8.60. Triac combination returning $45.70. Super combination returning $71.60. Up and coming here in race number 7. It's the Rowland family Memorial Pace. They go for purse, $825. That's the Rowland family Memorial Pace. Willie Rowland started in the racing game in the 1940s with Goldie C. Chestnut, whom he raced on the ice at Lingan Bay. The mare had 2 foals for Willie, Helen C. Scott and Vacation Girl, both of which he occasionally drove himself. Willie took pride in his horse's appearance on the racetrack, always having his gear and the horses shining to the nines. Many New Waterford horsemen got their start at the Drew Street barn owned by Willie. He and his son Eugene campaigned many other horses in the 50s and 60s, such as Little Rock, Alma Mine, Dr. W.A., and his favorite being Lord Knight, when they raced 2 heats at the Cape Breton Sports Center. And Eugene doing the driving on all of these horses. Eugene carried on the racing game that he learned from his father. For 6 decades, Eugene owned, trained, and drove his horses. Starting in 1951, he purchased his first horse, Glib Hanover. For a short time, Eugene traveled to Montreal and Ontario and worked with the horses at Greenwood and Blue Bonnets. Some of Eugene's more memorable horses included Mighty Judy, J.P. Trek, Bayview Rick, Windy Bay Robin, Mountain Dart, and the front-running Peter Lobie, who sported an impressive streak of 11 and 12 wins. Eugene doing all the driving. Eugene's favorite horse was Cedo Gal, a 3-year-old. He went wire to wire in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. Randy Ghetto doing the driving. He dominated the field by 15 lengths. The art of fairy work was Eugene's forte, as he enjoyed trying to improve a horse through shoeing. He showed all of his own horses and was always there to help out his fellow horsemen. Eugene introduced several people to the racing game, one being his close friend, Steve Nugent. The pair bought Die Intention, later Glen Cove Helen. Eugene later partnered with his grandson, Evan Wilson, where Eugene purchased out of the past from Ontario. Later, the pair campaigned Island Pride and Skipjack. Evan continues the Rowland family tradition of harness racing game with owning, training, and driving his own horses. Today, we remember the father and son combination, Willie and Eugene Rowland. The starters here in the 7, Private Paradise, Jerry Snow and the Selkie, 2, Logan's Wish. Kevin Billy, 3, The Fascinator, John Jack Ellsworth, 4, entries moving down the backside. The favorite showing on the board at $4.50. It's Surrealist. And a Brian Campbell, Governor's Cup Series consolation for purse $2,500. Full field of 8. Wildcat Jet, Kevin Bailey, Accelerator, and Greg Sparlang. Surrealist to Brian Campbell, Brother John. And a Randy Ghetto, Grove Lady Luck, Gerard Kennedy, Eastview Dexter, Mark Pezzaroll. In the backfield, it's J&J, Redmond Doucette, and Putnam's Power, and Brett LeBlanc. In the sulky, field of 8 in the Governor's Cup, consolation, coming through the lane now. Now for the gate and away, and Brother John. Heads looking for a lead in second at the rail. That is Wildcat Jet, third in the outside, Surrealist. Up here in 4. And that is Putnam's Power, 5, and looking for a hole there on the outside. That's Accelerator. And at the rail in 6. That is J&J. In 7. That's Elm Grove Lady Lock in the backfield. Eastview Dexter. Up front on the lead. That's Brother John and Randy Ghetto, opening quarter, 28-4. Lots of activity here on the outside. Heading on toward the half mile now. And Surrealist is on the move. Brother John is up front. Surrealist. It is here second on the outside, driving third. Wildcat Jet for the outside, driving to cover now. That's Accelerator. Up in 4, Putnam's Power. Elm Grove Lady Luck. J&J, and in the backfield, Eastview Dexter. Half mile, 59 1/5. Brother John by 2 lengths up front. Surrealist and Ryan Campbell is second. At third, Wildcat Jet for the outside, Accelerator. In 5, that's Putnam's Power. Elm Grove Lady Luck, J&J, and Eastview Dexter. We're heading on past. Now the 3/4 and the Ghetto Boys horses for 1 and 2. Brother John and Randy, he's up front, 129 2/5. Here's Surrealist and Ryan Campbell showing his class on the outside. Surrealist in at the rail, it's Brother John. Off the top turn, driving through lanes now. Surrealist, gonna bring him on home. Brother John is under drive in at the rail, and Surrealist is up to win it. Brother John is second up for third. That's Putnam's Power. 201 1/5, but officially here in the 6th. Last call for the 50-50. Last call for the 50-50. It's your last chance at the windows. Mobile starting gate, down the move, collecting the starters here in the Rulin Family Memorial Pace. Entries moving down the backside, classification. That winner's 6'10", last 5, they go for purse, 825. Private Practice and Jerry Snow, Logan's Wish and Kevin Bailey. The Fascinator, Jack Ellsworth, TM Delta Force, John McKinnon, Victorian Cyrus, Mark Pezzaretto, Western Swing, Martin Bates, and Neppin, and Ambrose Gillis. From the top of the lane, the Rulin Family Memorial Pace. Field of 7. Coming through the lanes. Yeah, and out for the gate and away in Logan's Wish. Heads out for the lead. Private Practice in second at the rail, driving up here to the outside. That is TM Delta Force. Up here on the outside in 4, Victorian Cyrus. In 5, the Fascinator. Up in 6, Western Swing in the backfield. It's Neppin. On past the opening quarter now. Logan's Wish is up front on the lead. Second here on the outside, looking for the 2-hole. That is TM Delta Force in third at the rail. Private Practice. Up here for the outside, Victorian Cyrus. The Fascinator, Western Swing, and then Neppin. 28 and 4/5 past the opening quarter on toward the half mile now. And up front on the lead is 8-year-old Logan's Wish. And Kevin Bailey looking for his second winner on the program. Second here on the outside. That is Victorian Cyrus in third at the rail, TM Delta Force, 4 in at the rail. That's the three-legged pacer, 10-year-old. Private Practice, 5 at the outside. That's the Fascinator. Western Swing is 6 and Neppin. In the backfield down the backside, 1 minute, 1/5. On the outside, hanging in there, that's Victorian Cyrus. And Mark Pezzaretto, Logan's Wish is in at the rail. Three-legged pacing. Private Practice is on the outside third, just waiting towards the 7/8 turn. TM Delta Force, nowhere to go. The Fascinator, there's Neppin tipping out. He's going 3 deep. Passing the 7/8 turn, 132 and 1/5, and three-legged pacing. Private Practice and Jerry Snell challenging on the outside, but Logan's Wish is at the rail. Look at Neppin on the far outside. We're driving on to the finish. Who's the toughest? Close at the wire between the 2 Logan's Wish and the 5 Victorian Cyrus. Race 1-8 trip, 2:05 and 1/5. The judges are looking at a win photo here in the 7th. Unofficially 2-5, 1 and 7. Unofficially 2-5, 1 and 7. Here in the 7th. And officially from the lower turn, 8-year-old Pacey horse by an example from the Rebel Blue Chip mare, Talk Sense, by John McDonald in Sydney, trained and driven by Kevin Bailey. His second winner on the program, capturing top honors here in the Rulin Family Memorial Pace. And at trackside, friends and family of the Rulins. And the cooler presentation to the winner, Logan's Wish and Kevin Bailey. And the 7th official now, Private Practice 3, Logan's Wish, the winner. The Fascinator 6, TM Delta Force 5, Pictodian Cyrus hung in there for second. Western Swing 7, Neppin was 4. By the quarter, 28 and 4, 1 minute, 1/5, 132 and a 1/5, 205 and 1. Top of the card in review, 316, 527. 4 on the bottom across the board for the winner, 2 Logan's Wish. 790, 430, and 390 place entry. Number 5, Pictodian Cyrus. $2.90 and $2.90. Show entry number 1, private practice, $2.50. Quinella combination, 2 and 5, $8.50. 2, 5 and 1 try, $91.70. 2, 5, 1 and 7. Superfecta, $71.60. Up and coming, it's the final of the Battle of the Cape. Driver challenge. Redmond Doucette's in first place. He's leading with 56. Tied for second, Gerard Kennedy and Ryan Campbell. They both have 44. They both have 44. Mark Pezzuelo's in fourth. He has 42 points. Rodney Gillis has 38. Andrew McLean has 26. Winning team each receives $25 gift certificate from Wayne Saddlery in Truro, Nova Scotia. All 6 drivers received the hats donated by the Northside Downs. And parading from the lower turn out of the entries here in the 8th. It's the final of the Battle of the Cape. Number 1 at series turn, Mark Pezzuelo for Harold LeBlanc, Melvin Burns, and the trainer Harold LeBlanc Jr. 2, Sweet Sweet Roscoe. Auto trained by Lauren Grant. It's Andrew McLean in the sulky. 3, Pictorian Cyrus, owned by Stephen Lewis, Point Edward. Rodney Gillis does the driving. Next on post is the 5 in the studio. Brett Bradbury, Sidney Mines, here's ownership with the trainer Norm Fyander. Ryan Campbell up in 6 Southwind Jagger, auto trained by Olden Campbell. Inverness, Redmond Doucette drives. All field of 6 here in race number 8. It's the final. Entries moving down the backside, classification. That runner's 6'10", last 5, they go for purse, 825. Private practice and Jerry Snow, Logan's Wish and Kevin Bailey, the Fascinator. Jack Ellsworth, TM Delta Force, John McKinnon, Victorian Cyrus, Mark Pezzuelo, Western Swing, Martin Bates, and Neppen and Ambrose Gillis. From the top of the lane, the Rulin Family Memorial Pace. Field of 7. Coming through the lanes. Yeah, and out for the gate in the lane, Logan's Wish. Heads out for the lead. Private practice in second at the rail, driving up here to the outside. And there's TM Delta Force. Up here on the outside in 4, Victorian Cyrus. In 5, the Fascinator. Up in 6, Western Swing in the backfield. It's Neppen. On past the opening quarter now. Logan's Wish is up front on the lead. Second ever on the outside, looking for the 2-hole. That is TM Delta Force in third at the rail. Private practice. Up here for the outside, Victorian Cyrus. The Fascinator, Western Swing, and then Neppen. 28 and 4/5 past the opening quarter on toward the half mile now. And up front on the lead is 8-year-old Logan's Wish. And Kevin Bailey looking for his second winner on the program. Second error on the outside. That is Victorian Cyrus in third at the rail, TM Delta Force, 4 in at the rail. That's the three-legged pacer, 10-year-old. Private practice, 5 of the outside. That's the Fascinator. Western Swing is 6 and Neppen. In the backfield down the backside, 1 minute, 1/5. On the outside, hanging in there, that's Victorian Cyrus. And Mark Pezzuelo, Logan's Wish is in at the rail. Three-legged pacing. Private Practice is on the outside third, just waiting towards the 7/8 turn. TM Delta Force, nowhere to go. The Fascinator, there's Neppin tipping out. He's going 3 deep. Passing the 7/8 turn, 132 and 1/5, and Free-Legged pacing. Private Practice and Jerry Snell challenging on the outside, but Logan's Wish is at the rail. Look at Neppin on the far outside. We're driving on to the finish. Who's the toughest? Close at the wire between the 2 Logan's Wish and the 5 Pictonian Cyrus. Race 1-8 trip by John McDonald in Sydney, trained and driven by Kevin. Show photo for race number 7 showing on the monitor. The full show photo on the monitor for race number 7. Entries being collected by your starter. Attention to the trainers in the paddock area. We want to have all participants of the driver challenge to meet in front of the tote board for the presentation. So the trainers, please be ready to pick up your horses after race number 8. Entries moving down the backside. Entries moving to the top of the set here in race number 8. It's the final of the Battle of the Cape. Driver challenge. It's Harry's turn, Bart Pezzaretto, Sweet Roscoe, Andrew McLean, Victorian Fancy Pass, and Rodney Gillis, Silver Hill Diamond, Gerard Kennedy. In the studio, Ryan Campbell, Southwind Jagger, and Redmond Doucette. Field of 6, they're all on gate. Race number 8, down off the gate and away. And up front, Sweet Roscoe. Heads-over looking for the lead. It's Harry's turn. He has it in at the rail. Driving up here third, Victorian Fancy Pass. In a 4 Silver Hill Diamond. Up here in 5. Heading down the backside. That is in the studio, then Southwind Jagger. On past the opening quarter now, and it's Harry's turn up front on the lead. Sweet Roscoe. Out here second on the outside after an opening quarter of 29. Victorian Fancy Pass is third. Racing in fourth, Silver Hill Diamond. Activity in the backfield. They're heading toward the half mile now, and up front on the lead. It's Harry's turn. And Mark Pezzuto, second here on the outside. Victorian Fancy Pass and Rodney Gillis. Driving third the outside, that is Silver Hill Diamond. And Gerard Kennedy in fourth rail. Sweet Sweet Roscoe, five of the outside, Southwind Jagger. In the backfield, getting on the move now. That's Norm Flanders in the studio. Heading down toward the three-quarters now, and Victorian Fancy Pass and Rodney Gillis opens it up by 5. Second here on the outside, that is Silver Hill Diamond. Southwind Jagger and Redmond Doucette. He's driving third the outside, 130 and 2/5. Past three-quarters, out the top turn, the drive through the lane, it remains. Victorian Fancy Pass by 3. Second here on the outside is Southwind Jagger. We're racing through the lanes now. Win number 2 for Rodney Gillis. Victorian Fancy Pass. Southwind Jagger is second. Up here for third, that's Silver Hill Diamond. Judge's inquiry, possible pylon violations at the 7/8 stern. Reminder, please hold all tickets till official results have been given. In the winner's circle, 10-year-old, brown facing gelding by Island Fantasy, and the Western Hanover Bear Western Pass, owned by Stephen Lewis, Point Edward, Rodney Gillis, second winner on the program. We're just waiting for the girls in the office to come out for the presentations, guys. Sorry about that. Just a couple of more seconds. In the center field are the participants in the Battle of the Cape Driver Challenge between the Northside Downs and the Inverness Raceway. Now, as you know, there's Team North Sydney and there's Team Inverness, finishing in 6th place. 28 points, Andrew McLean, finishing in 5th place with 46 points. Mark Pesrotto, finishing in 4th place with 50 points, is Ryan Campbell. Tied for 2nd at 54 points apiece. That's Gerard Kennedy and Rodney Gillis. And the champion of the Driver Challenge is Redmond Doucette with 68 points. Now, gentlemen, we're just waiting in the office. We have quite a quandary going on right now because with Redmond, Rodney, and Andrew, both three of yous rather, added up to 150 points. Now for Team North Sydney, Gerard, Ryan, and Mark, you have 150 points. So for the teams, it is tied at 150 apiece. We're trying to decide who is going to be the winner, and we decided it will go on wins. So the team champion in the driver challenge with wins is Inverness over the Northside Downs. Redmond Doucette, you are our winner overall with 68 points. And the presentations at trackside by Lisa LeBlanc. To the winning team, $25 gift certificate from Wayne Saddleray of Truro, Nova Scotia. All 6 drivers received the hats donated by the Northside Downs. The winner, Redmond, you receive a free helmet painting from LeBlanc Design and a $250 gift certificate towards the uniform at Graham Racing Silks. Congratulations to all participants. Overall winner, Redmond Doucette, and Inverness defeats Northside Downs on wins. Winning number for the 50-50, winning number for the 50-50, 431057, 431057 for $509.50. Ticket number 431057. The 8th is official now. It's official. Harry's turn 5, Sweet Roscoe 6. Victorian Fancy Pass, the winner. Silver Hill Diamond 3 in the Studio 4. Southwind Jagger was second. 29, 1 minute 2 fifths, 130 and 202 and 3 fifths. Top of the card, 561, 34, then 2 on the bottom. 202 and 3 fifths. Victorian Fancy Pass. Rodney Gillis, second winner on the program. Exacta combination. Out 3 and 6, $20.50. 3, 6, and 4, tracked at $90.30. Super combination. 3, 6, 4, and 5, $219.75. 2 remain on the program this afternoon. In a race number 9, Scratch Your 6, Hot Rock Star. In a race number 10, it's the final of the Governor's Cup Series. They go for a purse of $5,000. It's sponsored by Governor's Pub and Eatery on the Esplanade in Sydney. Once again, to recap the driver challenge, the Battle of the Cape driver challenge, Redmond Doucette, the winner with 68 points. Gerard Kennedy and Rodney Gillis finished tied for second, 54. Ryan Campbell had 50, Mark Pezzarello 46, and Andrew McLean had 28. For Team Inverness, they had 150 points. Team Northside Downs, they had 150 points. We had to go with the tiebreaker. That went to the Winds. Inverness are the champion in the team competition. Redmond Doucette, the overall winner. Rating from the lower turn entries here in the night, the water's modern best. By Simon Poirier, Chad McDonnell, Stan Harper trains, Redmond Doucette up to 2, AB's Future. By G.G. Stone and Max Stable, Port Hood trained by Bernie McDonald, Rodney Gillis up in the 3, Perfect Raider. Jean Ann McCauley is the trainer, auto drivers John Barrington. Got Faith in Cowboys from post 4. Auto trained by Angus Gillis to auto Ford, Martin Bates up. 5 is Tiger Town by Malcolm McCacken, trained by Mr. McCacken. Lewis McDonnell in the sulky. Number 6, Hot Rock Star, is scratch sick. Field of 5 here in the night to go to post in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Entries moving to the top of the stretch here in race number 8. It's the final of the Battle of the Cape. Driver challenge. It's Harry's turn, and Mark Pezzarello, Sweet Roscoe, Andrew McLean, Victorian Fancy Pass, and Rodney Gillis, Silver Hill Diamond, Gerard Kennedy. In the studio, Ryan Campbell, Southwind Jagger, and Redmond Doucette. Field of 6, they're all on gate. Race number 8, down off the gate and away. And up front, Sweet Roscoe. Heads over looking for the lead. It's Harry's turn. He has it in at the rail. Driving up here 3rd, Victorian Fancy Pass. In a 4 Silver Hill Diamond. Up here in 5. Heading down the backside. That is in the studio, then Southwind Jagger. On past the opening quarter now, and it's Harry's turn up front on the lead. Sweet Roscoe. Out here second on the outside after an opening quarter of 29. Victorian Fancy Pass is 3rd. Racing in 4th, Silver Hill Diamond. Activity in the backfield. They're heading toward the half mile now, and up front on the lead. It's Harry's turn. And Mark Pozzolo, second here on the outside. Victorian Fancy Pass and Rodney Gillis. Driving third the outside, that is Silver Hill Diamond. And Gerard Kennedy in four at the rail. Sweet Roscoe, five of the outside, Southwind Jagger. In the backfield, getting on the move now. That's Norm Flanders in the studio. Heading down toward the three-quarters now, and Victorian Fancy Pass and Rodney Gillis opens it up by 5. Second here on the outside, that is Silver Hill Diamond. Southwind Jagger and Redmond Doucette. He's driving third the outside, 130 and 2/5. Past three-quarters, out the top turn, the drive through the lane, it remains. Victorian Fancy Pass by 3. Second here on the outside is Southwind Jagger. We're racing through the lanes now. Win number 2 for Rodney Gillis. Victorian Fancy Pass. Southwind Jagger is second. Up here for third, that's Silver Hill Diamond. Mobile starting gate is on the move, collecting the starters here on the 9th. Entries here in the 9th, winners over 900 last 5. They go for purse 975, short field of 5. Modern Best and Redmond Doucette, AB's Future and Rodney Gillis. Perfect Grader and John Barrington. Got Faith and Cowboys of Martin Bates, Tiger Town, and Lewis McDonnell. Field of 5 come to the top of the lanes. This is race number 9 from the Northside Downs. Down off the gate and away. And DB's Future heads out looking for the lead. Modern Best is in that rail. Driving up here third, Perfect Raider out of 4. That is got Faith and Cowboys. In the backfield, it's Tiger Town. Down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And DB's Future up front by 3 on the lead. Modern Best is second. Then up here third. That is Perfect Raider. At 4 got Faith and Cowboys in the backfield. It's Tiger Town. Opening quarter, a good one, 28 and 3/5. Heading past 3/8, turn the half mile. It's the next stop. And DB's Future. Up front running on the lead for Rodney Gillis, driving in here second. That is Modern Best. In third, that is Perfect Raider on the move in 4. That's got Faith and Cowboys. Tiger Town's going to follow him. They're up towards the 5/8, turn the half mile. Is 59 and 2/5. Up front on the lead, DB's Future second, Modern Best. Driving third, got Fate Cowboys Perfect Raider. Then Tiger Town, 3/4 up and coming now. AB's Future. Modern Best is a tough grinder at a 2. He's back 2.5 lengths, but he's going to be closing. Heading past the 3/4. AB's Future still up front on the lead. Modern Best is second. Putting out at 3/5 past 3/4. AB's Future. Here's Modern Best on the outside. Tiger Town is getting in gear, and Perfect Raider is coming. Out the top turn, through the lanes now. Modern Best brings them on through the lane. Tiger Town is here on the outside. Modern Best up to win it. Red Medusa a driving triple on the afternoon. 2:01 3/5. Modern Best unofficially here in the ninth. Unofficially, it's been posted 1-5, 2 and 4. Unofficially, 1-5, 2, 4. And officially, from the lower turn, a 10-year-old brown-facing mare by Modern Art did the Canvas mare, Tarita's Best. Well, by Simon Poirier and Chad McDonnell. Nimverdas, trained by Stan Harper Jr. Redmond Doucette. He has a driving triple on the afternoon. Here with a tough 10-year-old mare, Modern Best. Carryover 1279 in the Super. Winner of the even split, Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis, winner of this afternoon's 50-50 draw. Race 9, official modern best. The winner, AB's Future 3. Perfect Raider 5. Got Faith in Cowboys 4. Tiger Town was second. Hot Rock Star was scratch sick. 28 and 3, 59 at 2, 129 at 3, 201 at 3/5. Top of the card, 135, 42. Scratched on the bottom, 250, 210, 210 across the board for the winner modern best. The second Tiger Town, 290, 210, 210 on the show entry, AB's Future. Quadella combination, $16.30. Triacta combination, $27.30. Carryover in the Super. Up and coming. It's the feature on this afternoon's card of racing. It's the Governor's Cup Series Final. They go for a purse of $5,000. And the entries are going as programmed. Up and coming, it's the Governor's Cup Final. They go for $5,000, sponsored by Governor's Pub and Eatery on the Esplanade in Sydney. It's a family-owned business, once owned and operated by Arden Mofford Sr. and his wife, Lena. Now it's run by award-winning chef Arden Mofford Jr. He's a senior official with the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. This year, Governor's Pub and Eatery is up for the Restaurant of the Year. We won't know until Wednesday who the winner is. They're up for Restaurant of the Year and the Local Hero Award for restaurants in Nova Scotia. Also adjacent to Governors on the Esplanade in Sydney is Get Naughty Gift Home Decor. It's owned and operated by Tanya Blackie here on the north side. That's Arden Mofford Jr.'s wife-to-be in June. Entries will be coming out shortly post-parade for the Governor's Cup Final. Now parading from the lower turn, the entries here in the 10th. It's the Governor's Cup Series final. They go for purse $5,000, Exacta, Super, and Triacta wagering. Here on the 10th, the one is late. Tipper back, Jack. First on post here is Makes Me Stupid, a 7-year-old artificial, owned and trained by Anthony Beaton, Inverness. That's Rodney Gillis in the sulky. From 3 bodies back, a 10-year-old Western Paradise, ordered trained by Alan Gillis. In Inverness, this afternoon, that's Travis McLean doing the driving. Windmere don't matter at a post 4. And Malcolm McCachran shares ownership with the trainer. Alex Sutherland Jr., Ryan Campbell drives. Post 5, Dragon's Fire, owned by Peter Jardine and Virginia Murner. Max Shield is the trainer. Mark Pezzerano is up. Post 6, Boot 'em Up Burr, a 7-year-old Who's Your Boy, ordered trained by Heather Hawkins in Sydney. That's Gerard Kennedy doing the driving. 7, Southwind Ricardo, a 5-year-old Dragon again, owned by Joel LeBlanc, Harold LeBlanc, Willie Seymour. Harold LeBlanc does the training. Son Brett is in the sulky. Rounding out the field is number 8, Dream Fair Van Dam, a 13-year-old Arch Place, ordered trained by Heather Hawkins in Sydney. The veteran G.W. Beaton is in the sulky. And last on post parade is the 6-year-old Force of Fire. And this 6-year-old is owned, trained, driven, and bred by Redmond Doucette. Already a big afternoon for Redmond, winner of the Driver Challenge. He has a driving entries here in the 9th. Winners over 900 last 5. They go for purse 975, short field of 5. Modern Best and Redmond Doucette, AB's Future and Rodney Gillis, Perfect Grader and John Barrington, Got Faith in Cowboys of Martin Bates, Tiger Town, and Lewis McDonnell. Field of 5 come to the top of the lanes. This is race number 9 from the Northside Downs. And off the gate and away. And DB's Future heads out looking for the lead. Modern Best is in that trail. Driving, got there 3rd, Perfect Raider out of 4. That is Got Faith in Cowboys. In the backfield, it's Tiger Town. Down the backside toward the opening quarter now. And DB's Future up front by 3 on the lead. Modern Best is 2nd, then up here 3rd. That is Perfect Raider. At 4, Got Faith in Cowboys in the backfield. It's Tiger Town. Opening quarter, a good one, 28 3/5. Heading past 3/8, turn a half mile. It's the next stop. And DB's Future. Up front running on the lead for Rodney Gillis, driving in here 2nd. That is Modern Best. In 3rd, that is Perfect Raider on the move in 4. That's Got Faith in Cowboys. Tiger Town's going to follow him. They're up towards the 5/8, turn the half mile. Is 59 2/5. Up front on the lead, DB's Future, 2nd, Modern Best. Driving 3rd, Got Faith in Cowboys, Perfect Raider. Then Tiger Town, 3/4 up and coming now. AB's Future. Modern Best is a tough grinder at a 2. He's back 2.5 lengths, but he's going to be closing. Heading past the 3/4. AB's Future. Still up front on the lead. Modern Best is second. 1:29 at 3/5 past 3/4. AB's Future. Here's Modern Best on the outside. Tiger Town is getting in gear, and Perfect Raider is coming. Off the top turn, through the lanes now. Modern Best brings them on through the lane. Tiger Town is here on the outside. Modern Best up to win it. Redmond Doucette, a driving triple on the afternoon. 2:01 and 3/5. Modern Best unofficially here. It's your last chance at the windows. Mobile starting gate is on the roof, collecting the starters. Here in the 10th and final. Entries heading towards the top of the lane. Here in the Governor's Cup Final, sponsored by Governor's Pub and Eatery on the Esplanade in Sydney. Tipperback Jack, Redmond Doucette, Makes Me Stupid, Rodney Gillis, Bodies Back, Travis McLean, Windbeer Don't Matter, Ryan Campbell, Dragon's Fire, Mark Pezzarello, Burn Up Bird, Gerard Kennedy, Southwind Ricardo, Brett LeBron, Dreamfair Van Dam, J.W. Beaton, a field of 8. They go for 5,000. Down off the gate away. And Tipperback Jack heads out for the lead, driving here second on the outside, Makes Me Stupid. In third at the rail, that is Southwind Ricardo. Out here four on the outside, his Body's Back. Up in 5, Dreamfair Van Dam. Out of 6. That is Dragon's Fire. Getting up past the opening quarter, Tipperback Jack is up front on the lead for Redmond Doucette. A second in driving here on the outside, Makes Me Stupid, and Rodney Gillis. In third at the rail, that is Southwind Ricardo. Forward up here on the outside, his Body's Back. We passed the opening quarter in 29 and 1/5. Heading down toward the half, 4 in, 4 out to the half. Makes Me Stupid under drive on the outside. But Tipperback Jack is not done yet. He's in at the rail, still from the lead, makes he stupid a second. So when Ricardo right there, third, body's back, hanging load. Four on the outside, look at the veteran, JW beaten. He has Heather Hawkins, Dream Fair Van Dam. Gonna tip out, gonna head out. Three deep, thought better, ducking back in. Then up there in six, Widmere, don't matter, trying to get in gear. We're on past the three-quarters now, and Tipper, Bag Jack, he's in at the rail from the lead. Makes me stupid here, second after half of a minute and 2 3/4 and 1:30. Tipper, Bag Jack is going to bring them on home. Bring them through the lane. Makes me stupid a second, body's back is third. Dream Fair Van Dam, Southwind Ricardo, he's in at the rail. He's trying to get down the rail. Bud LeBlanc up to win it, and Southwind Ricardo. Race winning trip 201, unofficially Southwind Ricardo here in the 10th. Unofficially from the lower turn, 5-year-old Beepies and Gilding by Dragon again. Eddie Ertz Place Bear, Southwind Real. Willie Seymour and Joe LeBlanc share ownership with the trainer, Hero LeBlanc. They got together. They thought it best that maybe get Brett LeBlanc to come in from the island for the Governor's Cup final. Brett's in the sulky here this afternoon with this 5-year-old Dragon again gelding, capturing top honors in the Governor's Cup. Final for $5,000 and a trackside cooler presentation, and the trophy presentation being made by Arden Mofford Sr., Arden Mofford Jr., Tanya, and all the connectables of Governor's Pubbery and Eatery on the Esplanade in Sydney. Congratulations, Joel, and congratulations, Brett. Fine drive. He saved all the ground going down the rail, capturing top honors here in the Governor's Cup Final. Super carryover 92-98. 10th official, Tipper back, Jack second. Makes Me Stupid 3. Bonnie's back 6. Windmere don't matter 5. Dragons Fire 8. Entries heading towards the top of the lane here in the Governor's Cup Final, sponsored by Governor's Pub and Eatery on the Esplanade in Sydney. Tipper back, Jack Redmond, Doucette, Makes Me Stupid, Rodney Gillis, Bodies back, Travis McLean, Windmere Don't Matter, Ryan Campbell, Dragons Fire, Mark Pezzarello, Boom Up Boo, Gerard Kennedy, Southwind Ricardo, Brett LeBron, Dreamfair Van Dam, J.W. Beaton, a field of 8. They go for 5,000. Down off the gate away. And Tipper back, Jack. Heads out for the lead driving. Here second on the outside, Makes Me Stupid. In through that rail, that is Southwind Ricardo. Out here 4 on the outside, his Body's back. Up in 5, Dreamfair Van Dam. Out of 6. That is Dragon's Fire. Getting up past the opening quarter, Tipper back, Jack is up front on the lead for Redmond Doucette. The second in driving here on the outside, Makes Me Stupid, and Rodney Gillis. Into that rail, that is Southwind Ricardo. 4 and up here on the outside, his Body's back. We passed the opening quarter in 29 and 1/5. Heading down toward the half, 4 in, 4 out to the half. Makes Me Stupid under drive on the outside. But Tipper back, Jack is not done yet. He's in at the rail still from the lead. Makes Me Stupid a second. Southwind Ricardo right there. Third, Body's back, hanging out. 4 on the outside. Look at the veteran, J.W. Beaton. He has Heather Hawkins, Dreamfair Van Dam. Gonna tip out, gonna head out. 3 deep, thought better, ducking back in. Then up there in 6, Windmere Don't Matter, trying to get in gear. We're on past the 3/4 now, and Tipper, back Jack. He's in at the rail from the lead. Makes Me Stupid here, second after half of a minute and 2 3/4 and 1:30. Tipper, back Jack is gonna bring them on home. Bring them through the lane. Makes Me Stupid a second. Body's back is third. Dreamfair Van Dam. Southwind Ricardo. He's in at the rail. He's trying to get down the rail. Bud LeBlanc up to win it. And Southwind Ricardo. Race winning trip 201. Unofficially, Southwind Ricardo. there, Southwind Rio. Willie Seymour and Joe LeBlanc share ownership with the trainer, Hero LeBlanc. They got together. They thought it best that maybe get Brett LeBlanc to come in from the island for the Governor's Cup final. Brett's in the sulky here this afternoon with this 5-year-old Dragon again gelding, capturing top honors in the Governor's Cup. Final for $5,000 and